All right, so there's this song that they sing. I will sing of your love forever. Do you know that one? You've never heard that. You've heard that song.
I know it.
And then there's that other one. Mimudhaka mwana mwedo wakwa. Jata yakwa ya kiraka. Taiho waria Sharon. Weririga keraro. Garago kira dhahabu. Gatireve inyata waku. Hey! So we want to talk about love today. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We want to talk about love. This is a production of Kingdom Mysteries International. And my name is Reverend Ruth Gigi, and this is my husband, James Neuro.
Your bae.
Yeah, he wants to be called bae today. So husband. That's not my thing. That is his
Your
thing.
dear one.
All right. So we want to talk about love. So we want to be bringing to you topics that are really relevant to our daily living. And so today let's talk about love. And love is a big topic because God is love.
Yes.
Do you have something to input on that?
About love?
Yeah.
Oh, love is started from God. Comes from love from God to humans, and other things that we love. It's the greatest thing that has ever happened to a man. That God can love us so much, and then we express our love to our partners, or our things, or our animals.
Okay. And love actually involves giving. So where there's love, there's giving. So, yeah. So how can you measure as a guy that you love somebody? How do you know?
Measuring love is based on behaviors.
Really?
Yes. When we say measuring love is affirming somebody. Giving gifts, physical touch. Those are examples of how we measure love.
Actually,
that you love me. Measurable is touch, by touching, giving, affirming the words that you're talking about. Those are measurable goals of love. Examples of them.
I was thinking that is the language of love.
No, that's the way you measure love.
That is the way you measure love?
Yes, by the behaviors.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So, from a woman's perspective, we know that somebody loves us because they care enough. That means how they communicate, asking me, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How is everything going? And when those words come from somebody, I kind of feel that that's the way they show love towards me, like they care. That care is love. But anyway, love is giving. It's a give and take. It's a give and take. You give me love, I give you love. And there's some a few ways that as a counselor, you know, that I know that you can use to measure love, and one of them is passion. The passion that you give towards something in somebody, that and their dreams and their aspirations, that measures love in itself. Number two, there is commitment. How committed are you to this individual?
Yes.
100% commitment, 70% commitment. What kind of commitment do you have?
Yes.
And I think commitment to you guys is really big.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Commitment is when you put yourself in the to one person, that you're committed to love that person no matter what. No matter what they are going through, no matter what they are facing, you're committed to that, loving that person no matter what they go through. Yeah.
And commitment actually means I'm there till death do us part, or through the thick and through the valleys, I'm right there with you.
You are right there with that person no matter what they're going through. It might be medical, it might be anything.
Yes.
It might be lack of finances or all those kind of things. You're committed to that love of loving that person.
And actually, that is why God talks about not just commitment. It becomes a love relationship between a man and a woman. Actually, becomes a covenantal affair. It becomes a covenant that God says in the book of Malachi that I am the witness of that, covenant that you made. So commitment is very big for anybody. If you're dating or even though you're married, commitment is a big thing. So I'm committed to give you time. I'm committed to spend time with you. I'm committed to pay your bill. I'm committed to buy your lunch. And like
Bring
for me,
flowers.
Yes.
Or do I bring the flowers to you?
It depends on who is the giver of the flowers. But as for me, you have to pay my bill when we go out.
Yeah, because I'm committed. I want to be committed like a man to provide and give.
Yes, because men are
Part of
providers.
love, yeah.
Yes, so the guys should be the one paying the bills at the
That's
dinner
another
date.
topic of another day.
That's a topic of another day. But that's how I know that somebody is really committed.
Yes.
And then there is something about pleasure, because love brings pleasure. I'm not talking about pressure, like pain or hardship. I'm talking about pleasure. Talking about it makes you feel pleasant. It makes you feel happy. And is that true for guys?
It's the same thing. We find somebody pleasurable to be with. You find when you're talking to them, they're pleasurable. They are listening. They're attentive. And you find that pleasure in your heart that person is a pleasurable person. That's the love. It's part of the love that builds in you to find that person that you're pleasurable with right now.
Yeah.
Are you pleasurable
Oh.
as we talk?
Oh, good. So that is good to know. That's good to know. I didn't know I was pleasurable. That is good to know. I've been in this thing for 27 years.
Yeah.
So I still don't know whether I'm still pleasurable. But that's good to know I'm still pleasurable. But a pleasure meaning we're not only talking about, when we talk about even love, it's not just that eros love. It could be phileo, it could be agape. Even in like ministry or even at work, your workmates, you can know that this person is pleasurable because they build you up and they give you ideas to help you grow, and they push you to be better, to be a better person. So that person becomes pleasurable for me to be around because they really want the best out of me.
Which is part of love.
Which is part of love.
Yes.
Then love is also sacrificial.
You have to lay down everything for that person.
Yes.
And that's what a lot of people are lacking. Sacrifice. People are so selfish nowadays. They don't want to sacrifice for the other person. People have become selfish. But with love, you have to sacrifice, lay down everything. You love that person the way they are, no matter the shortcomings.
And this is big for the guys, and I gotta talk to the guys out there. When you love somebody because of the contours they have, or the big butt they have, and the beautiful face they have, come on, y'all. Don't looks are very deceiving sometimes. You got to love somebody for who they are, what actually comes from their heart.
That's true.
And so because sacrifice calls for you to continue loving me. If I lose one butt cheek, that are you still gonna love me the same?
My love should not
be affected by
should not
physical
be
ailment.
decreased because of physical things.
Yes.
Because people can go through medical surgeries. They can have accidents. You can lose one arm. Love conquers all those things.
Yes.
Because it's not about physicality.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's sacrifice.
It's a sacrificial thing that you give to the other person.
You stay with that
You
person
stay.
until
You're
the
committed.
very end. You're committed to
Yes.
the very end. Yes, sacrificial.
Yeah.
So love is sacrificial. That means I can lay my desires for you. I can give in. I can give in for you so that
Yes.
you can have your happiness. And then there's one more thing that is adaptability, and this is a big time thing. Adaptability, because many people do not know how to adapt to change. They don't know how to adapt to circumstances. They don't know how to adapt to situations.
Yes.
And life is not a smooth highway. You will get some valleys and
Hill.
pitfalls and hills to climb and all that kind of stuff. But you have to have adaptability. If you loved somebody because they are rich, the riches can go away.
Yeah,
Are you
amen.
still gonna love them when they don't have money on the table? You can love somebody because their teeth were very white and beautiful. What if they fall down and now they have to wear dentures? Are you still gonna love them?
That's the question. That's why.
And that's a big one for me because I don't know about dentures. I can't handle dentures. But I pray that God preserves your teeth.
We
For
hope
real.
So.
I
You're still
pray
going to
that-
take care of me when I'm dentist
May
too.
God-
As we age together, you're still going to have to
Please
love me.
take care of your teeth. See the dentist because I don't want you not to have teeth because I don't know how to deal with dentures. I have phobia for dentures
yeah,
because of how I was introduced to dentures. It was a very scary experience. But we'll talk about that some other time.
Yes.
So adaptability is really what we need when we move to different places, when we move to different localities and maybe our income changes.
Even stage of life.
Yes.
Yeah, people age.
People, when we age
Yeah.
and we no longer can laugh, because when I laugh I pee on myself, I got to wear a diaper. At that time you still love me the same.
It should be the same.
When you can't hold your anal sphincter because now you're old, now you have to wear a diaper, we still have to love each
Have to
other.
love each other.
Oh yeah, so adaptability is really it's really
Big thing.
yes.
Adapting from one country to another.
Yeah.
Coming to this country in America. That's
Yes.
a big thing. That's you have to adapt. And that's why you're finding a lot of things are happening in this country.
Yeah.
Because people are finding so difficult to adapt. People who have been living with each other for so long, people who have loved it for years, but when they come to this country, you find it's so hard to adapt to the things that are happening. To the love they knew before, it changes because of the things they are going through. You are
Yeah.
busy. You're finding other people who are doing better. You're finding money, and the people are changing because of things that don't matter with love.
And this one is really funny because we've come, especially from those that have come from the third world countries, we're not known how to express love. It's called PDA, public display of affection. We don't know that, and then we come to a country where they're so free to express themselves, and now
They're holding hands.
kissing in
kissing.
public,
All
and
those
now these men here wants to adapt to that way. And I'm a very reserved person, so when it comes to that, and there has to be some adaptability, maybe on your side, to just understand who
No,
I am.
it should be on your side to adapt to what we are going through here in America. To
I-
start to now doing the things that the people do here. Touch,
All right.
holding hands.
Okay, giving gifts, all those languages of love,
right.
and that is not what we're talking about. So today we want to talk about things that affect love, and I think about the word face in the book of Hebrew, in the Hebrew language, and it comes as a plural because it's a noun that keeps constantly changing, and the forms cannot be captured by a singular noun. So the only face that never changes is the face of Yahweh, which is the face of God. And now we have to know about the things that are expressed. When the first thing you see somebody is the face. They smile at you, you might fall in love, and some chemistry happens. And now we are in love, and now we are happy. And maybe I smiled back, and that was just a spark of
Yes.
something that brought us together. And so, but these acronyms, they stand for things that will really affect love. And one of it, F, stands for the family background. And when we talk about family background, you might be coming from a background that doesn't know how to express love, and so because you were not loved, then you don't know how to love other people. You don't know how to express love. You might find somebody who they think they love, but they just don't know how to love. There's some people who don't even know how to receive love. You love them, but they don't know how to receive the love that you give them.
That's true. background matters so much, because some people are brought with the different cultures, different religions. Other people are not, they are atheists. They don't believe in whatever you believe in. But the backgrounds, when you meet, because love has no boundaries. You're a religious person, if the other person is not. The background. So when you come and love each other, how do you adapt from there? How do you evolve now to accommodate each other?
So an example is if a gentleman has been brought up by a single mom, a single mother, and kudos to all the single mothers in the world. We love you because you're playing the
That's
role
right.
of two, father
That's
and mother.
right.
You've done all the best. But
Yes.
such a gentleman, because they've never seen another man express love to their mother, they might not be able to know how to express love to their loved one, to their lover. And look at this. Most of the African people, they used to know, oh, hey, you know what, yeah, come here. Where? They call you where. They don't even call you by your name. And that is how they express their love.
Yes.
That is how they express their love, by calling you where.
That's the way they grew up seeing and hearing. And that's the only way they know how to do it. But we are talking about adapting, right?
We're talking about family background.
So they have to, those people who have those kind of backgrounds, they have now to have mentors.
Yeah.
They need mentors around them to show them the real way of loving other people or loving their partners.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So the next thing is called attitudes, and we bring different attitudes into a relationship or into a love affair, and those attitudes are, they can really affect us. They can make us or break us.
Yes.
And we have to be very careful about the attitudes that we bring into a relationship. Some people have a passive attitude. Others have a don't care attitude. Others come in with a go-getter attitude. And maybe others come in with an attitude of showing so much love. And the other person might be feeling like you're smothering me with love. I need my me space.
Need your space.
I need my space.
to breathe.
To breathe, and to be away for a little bit.
Right.
Some attitudes, we have to really work with our attitudes, and these attitudes are actually acquired as we grow up, as we
Yes.
mature, because of the influences that surround us,
Yes.
and we need to be very, very careful about those attitudes in all sorts of manner, and because those attitudes can actually make the love blossom, or it can negatively impact
Completely.
negatively impact into a wedding, because into a love affair, because you don't want somebody who has a nasty attitude when your friends come in.
That's right.
They cannot
Kind of not welcome
coming.
them.
They are not
They cannot even-
hospitable.
That's right. The attitude.
When your friends come in, I go to the bedroom and I sleep,
Yes.
and you're left with your guy friends over there. Those kind of attitudes. We need to work on those attitudes, and even attitudes showing your ex. Your ex, because sometimes these people we're meeting are not angels, so they have past lives.
Oh, yeah.
And when we meet with their exes, or maybe your baby mama or somebody like that, I gotta know how to behave.
You have to.
And I have to
Attitude can take you so far.
And I have to adjust my attitude.
Yes.
And that is very important for all of us to work on that. Then we have something that is called C, stands for compatibility. When we think about compatibility, how are we compatible? We're looking at the education, we're looking at the belief system, we're talking about religion, spirituality, we're talking about culture,
Yes.
we're talking about values. What do you bring? How compatible are we? Maybe I am, I like the Caucasians a lot, because they are able to adapt. And when I say that, because I have a Caucasian a sister-in-law, and they are able to adapt to the Kenyan culture and the Kikuyu culture really, really quick,
That's the way we are supposed to be flexible.
We
when it
need to
comes
be
love.
flexible, pliable.
Because love covers all those things that you don't like.
Yeah.
And you love that person the way they are. And they might be here, they might be in the third world. that love makes you follow them to wherever they are.
That's right.
Because you are able to adapt, and then you're compatible with that person, you accommodate them at the same time. That's why you find those kind of people falling in love with different people of different backgrounds.
So compatibility is actually that thing that we come together and we click. And now we can we can be able to be one no matter what, whatever we're going through, whatever we have, we're there, we're sticking together.
That's right.
We're sticking together.
That's why you find sometimes when people are very compatible, as they say, you grow together until you're almost looking alike.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah? Because we are compatible.
We have found a level ground. Now we are so compatible. We are almost like one.
Like I'm compatible. We are compatible to the place where you can complete my sentences, or you can. I don't have to tell you I love you. You already know that I do, even though I don't say it.
No, it's good to say it. Like now you can say it.
Ooh, wow. So we have all these cultural backgrounds that we have to overcome. We have the education, different education levels. Guys, don't be afraid to be in love with somebody with a higher education or somebody who brings a fatter paycheck than you do. That doesn't really mean that you cannot be compatible.
That's right.
And ladies, don't be afraid also. Likewise, vice versa. Don't be worried about all that.
Yeah, don't be too hard on the guys who don't have money.
Yeah, don't be too hard. Yeah, be gentle to them. Yeah, be loving, be accommodating. Maybe that is why a lot of girls are single nowadays. Are you being too harsh to the guys? You know,
let love lead you.
Let love lead you.
Not things that you acquire. They come later on.
Yeah, you can be the most educated with a PhD, and tomorrow, you find yourself you find yourself in a place where you cannot you cannot be able to move on with a relationship, because you're finding yourself that this person, I have too much, I have brought too much, or I have acquired too much. So I need to humble myself. We need to walk in humility. We need to forbear one another. We need to endure. We need to build. Yes. And I think I love it how we started, because we started with nothing.
Yes.
And now we build our way up.
Yeah. You see, that's the kind of love we were talking about. When you start from nothing, we loved each other very young. Yeah. We didn't have nothing. And yet we fell in love with nothing.
And we were able to stay.
We never looked at those things of the world to make us love each other.
Material
material things have come on the way. They never build our love.
No.
We had built our love before having
anything.
We didn't have.
So money is not doesn't become an issue. In-laws does not become an issue.
Yes.
Friends don't become an issue. Wealth doesn't become an issue, because you know what, there was love.
Yes.
There was that expression of love. And so there are values that we bring along for compatibility. What you value, I need to build onto that, and I need to help you accomplish your dreams, your aspirations, because I'm compatible with you, because when I value what you do, I'm able to build you up.
Yes.
And you're able to build me up, because you know what my desires are, and you know what my dreams are.
Yes.
So you're able to support me. You become a support system.
Yes.
E stands for experiences that they have, everything that they have been in their past. And when we talk about experiences, all of us do have experiences where you came from, the family that you were brought from, and the one that I came from, traumas that I have had to face in life, and I bring into a relationship. We need to be able to express those experiences so that there can be a deeper understanding.
Yes.
So like for me, I am a PK. I'm a pastor's child, a pastor's kid, and I was brought up, under strict regulations. And my husband here was brought up in a Christian family, but they were liberal. They could be given money to go to Kani me and go to the disco and have fun with other guys. And to me, that was a no-no.
It's called freedom.
It's called freedom. So you want to tell the people that I was in a cage?
Oh yeah, I brought you from the cage of religion.
Please let me tell you, I was not caged up. I'm a good woman because I was brought up with the values of God, thanks to my parents. But you know what? Other than that, we were able to overcome those freedoms,
Yes.
Or your freedom and my captivity, as you say,
Yeah.
because love conquered everything,
Conquered all
right?
those things.
So, so everything that people have faced in their life, they become very pertinent to them. And one of the things is, let me talk about if somebody has experienced an example like rape, and they come into your relationship, then that past experience might bring some traumatizing experiences and moments into their relationship.
Yes.
And you should be able to be accommodating and understanding when they feel that, or when they fear. Maybe they're driving by that place and something comes inside of them and they clench, then you know what is really happening, and you're understanding and you're there for them.
Yes.
So we need to understand past experiences. They really fashion us to what we think and who we are today, and we have to do that. And finally, there are the skills that we bring to the table. What skills are you bringing to the table? And this is where education background comes in. This is where what talents, what giftings are you bringing to the table, and how is it going to affect our relationship? So let's say somebody who has a gifting in ministry,
Yes.
and you have been laid back, and you don't know anything, and ministry requires time. We have to create a balance, right?
I have to create a balance on when it comes to love.
Yeah.
When you are, for example, the way you say you're in the ministry, and you're committed to what you love to do, what God has called you to do. But I have committed myself to supporting you. I have to adapt to this to put value on the skills that God has put on you. I invested on it. I'm investing on it so that you thrive and get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also there has to strike a balance, because that doesn't necessarily mean that he really enjoys all the time that is spent in the ministry.
No, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm enjoying it. It's only that we have to balance it.
You have to balance.
In your ministry, you balance. In my other life, I balance.
Yeah.
We find a common ground.
Yes.
And we balance life.
Yes.
And we balance love.
Yeah. And so, guys there, and ladies, I would just to express this one more time. If you come into a relationship and you're trying to build love, then be careful not to intimidate the other person because of what you bring to the table.
That's true.
You might be more educated than the other person, and you don't have to treat them some type of way and talk them down and diminish them.
Yes.
And we find in some of these relationships, we're not only talking about love that is found within a guy and a woman, but we're also talking about a family love. We're also talking about church family love. There's some things that actually, if you don't understand what I'm bringing and the skills that I'm bringing to the table, it is not to make you feel some type of way like intimidated.
Yes.
It is not to put you down. If you take what I bring, then it adds value to you, and it makes you better more than I am right now. And
Yes.
I take what you bring to me, and I take it and receive it as an asset, and it helps me build. So what I'm talking about, what skills do we bring to the table? Now let me tell you this example. I am a person that I can pick up anybody, bring them to the house, and allow them to stay in my house without thinking about their background, without thinking about all that. But you are different. By the time you find this person, who is this person? Why are they in my house? What is their background? What is their story? Have you checked them? You're like a policeman.
Because you are charitable in that way.
Yeah.
But me, I'm charitable, but I question who is that person coming in? Where do they come? We are different, but we accommodate each other.
So you come and bring that value, and you bring that balance to me.
So that you don't go overboard.
that I don't go overboard.
Yes.
I am a person that is charitable, and I can give, but sometimes it has to come in and say, hold on, the checks, we have to do checks and balances.
That's
And
right.
sometimes, even though I feel like my heart is drooping, you're there to bring that balance that is needed for the well-being of the family.
Amen.
So these are things that people need to talk about in families, because they are very, very important, and they actually challenge our relationships all around us. So love, these are some of the things that affect love. It's not all of them, but those are the ones that we picked up. And I pray that we are going to learn, we have learned something, and that we're going to express. And you know what? As I finish, it is okay to have some PDA, public display of affection. Yes, it's not an in thing for Africans, but you know what?
You should start it here. Right now.
No, I am.
You can't tell people to do something.
Hey, let me
You
not.
should rub my head first.
What, this bald head? Yes, when yeah, I'm
Don't you love me? Didn't you
I'm
love me when I
actually
had hair?
yeah, when you had hair all the way to your shoulders.
They can't believe it.
Yeah, you guys don't believe this guy used to have a lot of hair, long hair
But
at the back. And but yeah, now you got to adapt. Now you have no hair. God has no much work in counting the hairs of your head, but you still have spikes, so he can still count the little spikes.
Anyway.
So our love will be challenged in different manners and in different levels and in different ways, but you know what, guys, we have to work at it.
Yes.
And just
Work.
as and just as God loves all of us, there is endurance, there is patience, there is
Bearing.
forbearance. There's all that comes with love. And learn how, and African guys, learn how to love back. Learn how to reciprocate love. When people love you, learn how to reciprocate to the love. And that is what we all need. You need somebody to reciprocate back
You
to
have
your
to, you
love.
have
Yeah,
to.
that's how we build it up.
Yes.
And sometimes we can fall apart, but we can always find our way back,
We can.
back up and build up that love. Just the same way we go back to God. We become estranged, but we go back to love. We love you guys, and I hope that you have loved. You have learned something. Let me give Mr. Nyora a word of wisdom. Last word of wisdom that you want to give to the people before we check out.
Check it out. We will tell people that love each other, no matter what you're going through. People have gone through all these things. Just know that God loves you, love the other person, forbear them, sacrifice, and always give them a chance. Affirm what they're doing, affirm their words, because there's nothing impossible when you have love.
Yes. My last take on this one is, if you've been in past love experiences and they did not work, and you start another love life, please don't drag the garbage from the place that you left, because that is what is really detrimental.
Start
If you-
afresh and go on.
Start afresh and grow up,
Love.
grow and mature.
That's right.
And nobody is perfect. So
Yes.
with your imperfection, learn your imperfections, and then grow from those
from them.
imperfections and grow up, mature, and be a better person
Be a
in the
better
future.
lover
love.
for the future.
Yes, exactly. And don't bring stories about your past husband or your past wife who maybe passed on, or your ex. Don't bring those. They used to do this, they used to do that. Just know that you got to relearn this thing again. You got to relearn these things and become a better person.
Yes.
Otherwise, you will be in the trend of dumping and picking up and going. God bless you. We love you so much.
Yes.
And we know that we're going to meet here some other time with some good topics for you. Shalom, shalom. Kingdom Mysteries International.